All right, today we're diving into something really cool. We're going to look at how one scientist took all that incredible academic knowledge and turned it into real-world impact. Basically, we're talking about a blueprint for every new food science grad out there who's asking, what's next?
So, you've done it. You've put in the years, all those long hours in the lab, you've aced the lectures, and now you have that degree in your hand. But now what? You're kind of at this crossroads, right? And the big question is, how do you take everything you've learned, all that theory, and turn it into a career that actually, matters?
Well, every great career has to start with a solid foundation. That first stage is all about building real expertise, and just as importantly, credibility. And to see exactly how that's done, we're going to follow the journey of someone who is, frankly, a remarkable leader in this field.
So let's meet our guide for this journey, Dr. P. Nisha. She's a senior principal scientist at CSIR-NIIST. Now, for those who don't know, that's one of India's top-tier research institutes. I mean, that title alone tells you we're talking about a major player in the world of food science and technology.
And look, this isn't some overnight success story. We're talking about more than 2 decades of experience. Dr. Nisha has spent over 20 years blending that deep scientific knowledge with hands-on, practical industrial application. That's some serious dedication.
And you can see that dedication in the results. She's got over 85 publications in major scientific journals. Think about that. Each one of those papers is another piece of the puzzle, another step forward for our collective understanding of food science.
Her impact isn't just focused on one tiny little area either. No, it's built on this incredibly broad, holistic skill set. We're talking everything from post-harvest processing, extending the life of crops, to the super complex chemistry of flavors, all the way to microbiology and even developing smart packaging. That is the kind of foundation you need for real game-changing innovation.
Every career has these pivotal moments, these turning points. For Dr. Nisha, a huge one was getting the CSIR Raman Research Fellowship. And this was a big deal. It was more than just an honor. It was a catalyst. It really helped steer her career away from just pure academic research and pushed her towards applied science and, crucially, collaborating with industry.
And that brings us right to the heart of her legacy, building that bridge, the one that connects a breakthrough in a lab to a product you and I can actually find on a supermarket shelf.
Okay, so a huge area of her work is something called post-harvest processing. But what is that really? Well, simply put, it's all the stuff we do to food after it's been picked to keep it safe and fresh. And I love this analogy for it. Think of it like a protective raincoat for fruits and vegetables. It's this shield that protects them all the way from the farm to your table.
So how does this actually work in the real world? Let's walk through it. It starts with a challenge. Let's say a fruit that spoils way too fast, creating tons of food waste. So, step 2, you go to the lab. Her team develops an innovative solution, maybe an edible coating or some kind of smart packaging. But here's the key. Step 3 is finding an industry partner, a company that can take that lab idea and produce it at scale. And then, step 4. That's the public benefit. We get less waste, fresher food, and it's even good for the economy. It's a win-win-win. But here's the thing. Great technology is one thing, but it doesn't scale on its own. If you really want to amplify your impact, you have to do it through people. It's all about mentorship, about passing the torch and inspiring that next generation of innovators.
Just think about this for a second. Dr. Nisha has personally guided 15 PhD scholars. That's not just, supervising some projects. That is launching 15 new experts out into the world, each one of them ready to make their own unique mark on the field.
And it doesn't stop there. On top of that, she's supervised over 50 MTech and MSc dissertations. I mean, every single one of those projects is another mind that's been trained, another problem that's been tackled, and another potential innovator getting ready to enter the field.
Her influence is global too. She's guided 3 international PhD scholars through the super prestigious TWAS program. That's the World Academy of Sciences. So her approach, her way of thinking about innovation, is now being shared and adapted all around the world.
Okay, so you've built up your expertise, you've developed amazing technology, and you've mentored the next generation. So what's the next level? The next level of impact is becoming an architect, someone who actually helps shape the rules of the game for the entire industry.
And Dr. Nisha has done exactly that by serving on some of the most influential committees out there. We're talking about being a member of FSSI, which is India's top food safety authority, and also international codex committees, which set global food standards. Her expertise directly helps shape policy. That kind of work is what ensures the food we all eat is safe and high quality. That's how you really change the system from the inside.
And you know what? That level of contribution definitely doesn't go unnoticed. In 2021, she received the prestigious Prof. Gurcharan Singh Bonds Award. Now, this isn't just another trophy for the shelf. This is a big deal because it's her peers, the absolute top minds in food science, saying, wow, your work has had a profound impact. That's some serious recognition. So let's bring it back to you. As you're standing at the beginning of your own career, what's the big takeaway from Dr. Nisha's journey? Well, I think it all comes down to a really powerful idea about how we choose to share what we know.
You really have a choice to make. On one hand, you can hoard your technology, keep your innovations locked away in a silo for private gain. And sure, that might benefit you, but it stifles progress for everyone else. Or you can choose the path of responsible sharing. That's the model Dr. Nisha's career is all about. It's where sharing technology actually accelerates progress, serves the public good, and helps the entire community, everybody, thrive.
So let's break it down into a simple blueprint you can actually use. Number 1, bridge the gap. Actively look for ways to connect your academic research with what the industry actually needs. Number 2, amplify through others. Your biggest legacy might just be the next generation you train and inspire. And number 3, shape the system. Don't just work within the rules. Aspire to influence the standards and policies that govern your entire field.
So as we wrap this up, the real question isn't just about what Dr. Nisha did. It's about what you're going to do. So, what's it going to be? What's the very first step you'll take to start building your own bridge from all that knowledge you have to real, tangible impact?